This is Gary Butterfield.
This is Cole Ross.
And this is Monster, my podcast.
And this is Baron Samedi.
There's a monster in my podcast.
It's Baron Samedi. How cool is that?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's probably disrespectful to somebody, but see previously about Nyarlathotep also being our buddy Nabunga, right?
Yeah. And colonialism.
Yeah, but Baron Samedi is you might know him from Voodoo.
Mm-hmm. Know him from Voodoo, know him from Grant Morrison's The Invisibles, know him from all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
He was in a James Bond.
Was he?
Yeah, man. You could play as him in some James Bond video game because he was the villain in like one of the 80s Bonds.
Oh, weird.
This is the God of Death.
Yes.
Weird thing. So this is from the New Orleans guidebook, which I have. Which was written by Fred Van Lente, who is a comics writer.
Okay.
So it's kind of weird. They did some side work on this. And Baron Samedi owns. He's cool looking as hell.
Yeah.
Super tall black dude, dressed to the nines, with a coat with long tails, and then paints a white skull on his face, a grinning white skull.
Quite good.
And I love the idea of the mythos inserting itself into a religion. Here are all your Loa.
Uh-huh.
Here's your pantheon of deities. Worship this one as well. I'm going to just kind of sneak me in.
Yeah.
Well.
But he is, just so that, the idea of a god of death in a mythos that, oftentimes involves raising the dead. Yeah. He is somebody who must be appealed to. Basically any creations of zombies need to be passed through Baron Samedi.
Yeah, which means that when you're doing your voodoo campaign that deals with voodoo as a fiction thing, every time somebody's making a zombie, they might think that they're just enacting voodoo, but they're enacting Nyarlathotep's will.
Yes.
Which is cool.
And the idea being that, practitioners of voodoo, the various voodooans, they do not know that they are worshiping Nyarlathotep. He is manipulating them to some degree.
Yes, which is cool.
Yeah.
He kills you by touching you.
He kills you by touching you. He will only show up in cemeteries, and he responds best to offerings of rum and tobacco, which you fucking yeah.
When I went to the Voodoo Museum in New Orleans on my little Gabriel Knight tour, they had all that that stuff. There are tons of offerings of zimas and shit, because that's part of the voodoo religion is giving them those kind of treats. There are tons of cigarettes.
Yeah.
Just there, and the idea that the gods want cigarettes.
Yeah, I love the idea of the gods having vices.
Yeah. Me too, very much. Baron Samedi can possess anybody, which is really cool because again, it's Nyarlathotep. So you start off this stupefied look, and then your mouths crack open to a wide smile, and your speech is punctuated with a deep, chilling laugh. I love that it's punctuated.
Yes, you're basically a FromSoft NPC.
Exactly, you're just inappropriate laughs left and right. From somebody possessed by the Baron.
Yes, but yeah, I just love the idea of this guy rolling around in the Caribbean.
Sure.
Yeah, and causing all kind of mischief.
Yeah, wrecking my neck. All those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also the food's good. When you're there.
Brought to you by our backers at patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv.